Sometimes it's just too much. The stress, the responsibilities, life's struggles, and all of its battles just has a way of screaming so loud into our ears that you just wish there were a voice that would speak to our storms and say, enough is enough. National public speaker, author, radio personality, consultant, and value life coach Jared A. Birch is here to do just that. Here to inspire, inform, and most importantly, to help us focus on the path that will lead us directly to our purpose in this life. National and international audience, we proudly present to you the Speak Into My Life show with Jared A. Birch.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you. How is everybody doing this Monday morning, early, December 26th, right after Christmas? I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. I hope everybody had a peaceful holiday. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Speak Into My Life show with me as your host, Jared A. Birch. Guess what? Of course you know it, but if you didn't know that this is the last Monday of the year. This is the final Monday of the year. This is also the final broadcast of the year here at the Speak Into My Life show at 7 a.m. So for those of you who are getting ready to go to work right now, you're getting up, you're sluggish, you're tired, you had a lot of food last night, you had a good holiday, you're tired. Maybe some of you don't even have to go to work. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Even for those of you who are just getting ready to, you're ready to get off of work. You've been at work all night and now you're ready to go home, go to sleep. You're not even going to wake up until about 4 p.m. later on. But I just want to say thank you for tuning in. For those of you, even we just want to get you off on your morning this morning to a good start. Whether you have coffee, whether you're a coffee person. I personally am not a coffee person. I am a tea and orange juice type of person. Breakfast, whether you're working out this morning early, we just want to make sure that everybody knows that we appreciate them for being here. And I want to know that if everybody had a peaceful and safe holiday, then we can get on with the rest of our show so that we can help you to not hate your Mondays anymore. Before we get to our show, I want to also remind everybody who's listening about On Center Stage with Jay. That's On Center Stage with Jay. Some of you are like, what's On Center Stage with Jay? On Center Stage with Jay is where we spotlight any and everyone, specifically those who are making an impact within their world and the world around us. They're making an impact in their communities. They're doing something that's noteworthy to say, hey, we want to give you a special shout out because we want to make sure that you understand that you are being recognized, even if you feel like you are not. So for those who are making a difference in our world, to get on Center Stage with Jay, just send me an email at SpeakN2MyLife@gmail.com. That's the word speak, the letter N, the number 2, my life, SpeakN2MyLife@gmail.com. Once you send it to me, I'll look at it with my team, and then what we'll do is we'll look at what you're sending us and make sure that when you send it, you give a brief description of who that you want us to send the special shout out to. Because what we do is we don't want to limit it. We don't limit it here. What we do is we want to spotlight whether you're a speaker, musician, pastor, clergy, servicemen, athletes, teachers, students, etc. Anyone who is making our world bigger by making our world better. We want to spotlight you and show you that we appreciate you. Our last broadcast, which we did Christmas Eve, for our special recognition edition, we gave a shout out to 3 people that were making an impact on our world. And these 3 people, you want to keep up with them. We'll have the websites and the information for them down below so that you can follow them. Don't be one of those people who are out there complaining that nobody says anything and you haven't stepped up to email us and say, hey, well, let me do something about it. Let me make sure that this person gets recognized, okay? So that's on center stage with Jay, because I want to highlight the positivity that's going on with our world and with the people that we live with. So what I want to do right before we go to our break, what I want to do is I want to give a small recap of 2016. A small recap of the year 2016. What was it like for you? What was it like? Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? Was it a year that you just took note? Maybe you had both. What I want to do is I want to do a small recap and let's see where we were on that. Excuse me. Also, we want to get into our message, which is entitled today, The Audacity to Move Forward. The audacity to move forward. So before we get into those, I just want to make sure that you stay right where you are. Go share this. Make sure that somebody else knows that we are on the air, that we're on live. This is the Speak Into My Life show with Jared A. Birch. Don't go away.
Whether you're a sports team, corporation, university, church, or business that desires to launch your results and performance to the next level in excellence, or simply needing to re-strategize and refocus your team or staff on the core foundations that brought you your first success, you need to look no further than Value on Purpose with Jared A. Birch. Jared is a focusational public speaker, consultant, and coach who specializes in helping those who want to reach that peak performance or just giving that extra push of focus we all need to cross that finish line. Value on Purpose inspires, encourages, but most importantly, brings back the true appreciation for who we are. Your worth is not in what you can do, it's about who you were originally designed to be. Valuable. Bringing value back into the lives of many, one experience at a time. To book Jared for your next event, visit www.valueonpurposewithjab.com. That's www.valueonpurposewithjab.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jared A. Birch, your host for the Speak Into My Life show, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Spreaker. And guess what? You don't have to hate Mondays anymore. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is the Speak Into My Life show here with Jared A. Birch as your host. I want to make sure that you take note of those announcements. Make sure that you pay attention, because I want you to understand what Value on Purpose is. I am the CEO of Value on Purpose. You say, what is Value on Purpose? Well, that was one of your sponsors. Value on Purpose is a platform to where I am a focusational speaker. So when I travel and I speak, my job is not to just motivate, but it is to help focus the listener on their true value and their purpose within. It's not about what you can do or perform that makes you worth anything or makes you valuable. Because what happens if you cannot perform it anymore? How do you then look at yourself? That's what value on purpose is. So I'm traveling across the country, speaking at universities, corporations, businesses, schools, high schools, middle schools, whatever the case may be. I'm there to speak on value and the importance of knowing your purpose. Now let's get right back into today's broadcast. We were talking about a small recap of this year. What was 2016 like for you? The good, the bad. I don't want to say and the ugly. I'll say the good, the bad, and the lessons. What did you take from it? Number one, my question is, what or who had your attention in 2016? Just think about that. What or who had your attention in 2016? Was it relationships? Was it your career? Was it your job? Was it school? Was it what was it that had your attention this year? I want you to think about that. Number two, what or who had your focus? Focus and attention are two different things. Just because you have my attention does not mean I am focusing solely upon you. What had your focus? Maybe school had your focus, but bills and everything else had your attention. Maybe your career had your focus. You wanted to start your business. You want to step out and launch and be an entrepreneur. Maybe that was your focus. But some other things that got sidetracked ended up getting your attention. I want you to think about that. What had your attention and what had your focus for 2016? Number three, did you accomplish anything new this year? Everybody is real big, a lot of people, real big on New Year's resolutions. And that may be good for you. But what I have learned to do and say is, don't make promises. Just make progress. That's the thing. It's not about making a New Year's resolution. It's about making progress. So if you're making progress from 2015, 2016, 2017, don't stop your progress just because the new year is coming. Continue to build on your progress because progress is a process. So did you accomplish anything new this year? Did you step out on the plans that you had for 2016? Did you step out on the endeavor that you had for 2016? What did you accomplish that was new this year? Only you know. Number 4, did you step out of your comfort zones? You are not going to be as effective as you would like to be and that you need to be for your purpose and your destiny as long as you play it safe. As long as you stay in your comfort zone, that little gray area that says, well, I didn't do this, but hey, I didn't do this. I didn't do that, but I didn't do this. It's that gray area. And comfort, I believe, is one of the most silent killers because it does not come in the appearance of an enemy. You got to hear that. I believe comfort is one of the most silent killers of dreams and purpose, more so than anything else, even more so than fear, because it does not appear as an enemy. So that's number 1. What or who had your attention? Number 2, what or who had your focus? Number 3, did you accomplish anything new this year? And number 4, did you step out of your comfort zone? Lastly, number 5, did you learn from either your mistakes or your victories to plan accordingly to the new year that's coming ahead? Think about that. Did you learn from either your mistakes or your victories to plan and strategize accordingly to the new year ahead? I want you to think about those 5 questions. And only you can answer those. Now, when we come back, we will get into today's message, which is entitled The Audacity to Move Forward. The audacity to move forward. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in one moment. Hey, listen up, everybody. You already know someone who needs encouragement. You know you need someone who needs to be inspired. Tell them to get to my show as soon as they can at 7 a.m., the SpeakN2MyLife show with Jared A. Burt. I am your host. I'm going to make sure you get through your Monday so you don't have to hate Mondays anymore. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. This is the SpeakN2MyLife show with Jared A. Birch. We're going to get right into our message today, which is entitled The Audacity to Move Forward. The word audacity means simply this: the willingness to take bold risk. The willingness to take bold risk. There are 4 keys I want to give you, and then I'm going to let you get off to your Monday morning. And I hope you think about these things. There are 4 keys that I want to drop on you. Make sure that you are prepared to understand what the audacity to move forward means. Number 1, to move forward into this next new year, or with your life in general, you're going to need a vision. You're going to need a vision. What is the importance of the vision? The vision is the ability to see what everyone else can only look at. Do you possess the ability to see that which is your true purpose? Now, everyone else is looking at the thing that you've been talking about, but you can see it. There's a difference between those who can look at something and those who can see something. Do you have a vision that's going to take you forward? One of the ways I can tell you that your vision is the right vision is that the vision that you have has to be bigger than who you are. If you can accomplish your vision, simply by yourself, then it is not the right vision. The vision that you need for your life, it's going to always be bigger than you. So you need to understand, vision is the ability to see what others can only look at. Number 2, you're going to need, along with that vision, you're going to need a clear plan. What is the plan? A plan is something that is a clear strategy to reach and accomplish that vision. It's not enough to have the vision. You have to have a strategy to bring that vision into manifestation, into fruition. You need people attached to that plan. It doesn't have to be a lot of people, but you're going to need someone else that is attached to you that is attached to the plan and attached to the vision, that is there, that is not just interested in the outcome, but they are invested in everything that you are envisioning. Okay? That's number one, the vision. Number two, the plan. Number three, you're going to need the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks. It seems like everyone wants to be the it factor. Everybody wants to be on top. Everybody wants to be rich and famous and wealthy and this and successful, this and that. But unless you are willing to take risks that are bold, you're going to stay right where you are. It doesn't cost anything to desire it, but it costs everything to dive into it. You have to have the willingness to take bold risk. Stop trying to get to a great destiny playing it safe. One of my quotes says, we are cheating ourselves of excellence if we can only dream of average. What is the use of you having this huge vision and this huge plan if, number one, you're not going to be willing to take the risk to get there? Understand, it's not going to happen overnight. But planning it can happen in one night. That brings us to number 4. So you're going to have to realize that when you have a vision and you have a plan and you have the audacity to take that bold risk, guess what? You're going to have to realize that it all comes down to you making the choice. You have to choose to step out on that vision, to write that plan, to have the audacity. You have to choose to move from being inactive to active. It's going to be your choice to step out of fear and step out of doubt and to step out of those comfort zones that either you have placed or other people have placed, because it won't get done if you don't choose to move in it. You can have the willingness, you can have the vision, you can have the plan, but if you don't choose to step out and step up and make that leap, nothing will happen. You have to realize that it's time to choose to have the audacity to move and excel forward in your life. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to be bold. Nobody's going to do it for you. But I believe with those 4 keys, you'll be able to accomplish it. Having the vision, having the plan, taking the audacity, and making the choice. This is why you need the audacity to move forward, not just in your life, but into your destiny, and forward to making progress your process. Listen, that's my time for this morning. For all of you who have joined us in 2016, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you. And remember, you don't need someone who can only speak into your ears, but you should desire that someone who has the power to speak into your life. This is Jared A. Birch signing off for the last Monday in 2016, having the audacity to move forward into the new year, 2017. I'll speak to you soon.